if that. Like,
you're 30 minutes outside of LA.
If that.
No, but that's what you said.
Traffic. That's
but
what
you
traffic.
know, we know, as we've said, Long Beach is not LA, and you just admitted it because you're 30 minutes outside of LA.
No.
That's what you said.
Out of LA. I said, I'm in LA County. Don't do that.
All right, cool. Listen. Long Beach, shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in Cali, West Side.
Yeah.
All of the things from San Diego to Oakland, just all of the places, right? Yeah, I be feeling like LA be doing a little too much main character syndrome. This is what I've learned. So let Long Beach have its own identity.
You know what? And I'm okay with that because Long Beach has such a rich culture. It's a melting pot and it's a lot of art. One thing I noticed though, people love to claim Long Beach culture. Like when Big Snoop get up there, we want to talk about Warren G. We want to talk about legacy when it comes to what Long Beach has contributed to like rap culture and things like that. I'm a Poly alumni, so I can go on all day. But then it's like, oh, we love Long Beach. But then when we get into like the debate of is Long Beach part of LA, we have a divide there. So what I will say is if you fall within county lines, right? Mm-hmm. We're LA, right? So we'll leave it at that.
Is it all right?
I live in LA County.
LA County. All right. I'm chilling. I'm gonna mind my New York business.
Because in a minute I'm gonna fly out there.
I'm gonna mind my New York business. We good.
And you know how we give it up on the West Coast.
I made sure I didn't wear no hats. I didn't want no problems with nobody. I mean,
yeah, because I checked your colors as soon as we got on that. I was like, okay, he cool.
I'm very neutral. You know what I'm saying? I don't play. Listen, ain't no set tripping over here. Okay.
It's so funny.
I am here. First of all, welcome back, y'all. It is Thanksgiving week. I gave the crew off for the week, and an episode kind of just fell into my lap. One of our previous clips started going viral again on Twitter, and it drew a lot of attention. Matter of fact, I think I have the clip here. I'm gonna play it. Matter of fact, yeah, let me play it first. Let me see if I can get it in here. Here we go. Are y'all ready? Like to hear it? Here we go. Actually, he can talk somewhat close to what's going on. This is Destin. Den's turn that mic up.
So if you're listening to this podcast, you might want to switch over to some video version of this.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Please follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/thehardorsoftshow.
This is really happening right now.
Not the first one.
So they're breathing into each other's mouths or something.
Yeah, it might be better for you to do the
narrating.
Let me get into it.
Yeah. So he's wait, no, what it's fucking I don't know what's
That's why he was shaking.
I don't. Somebody say something.
I don't know how to describe it.
How do you meet somebody that makes that same noise as you? Huh? Whoa, I don't know. I told you, right on Loon. Everybody has sex on Loon. Okay, so they're doing some kind of seance all of a sudden, and it didn't take no time. It's been like 30 seconds, and they're deep in a trance. And so who taught who? I just really want to know who taught the other one how to make that noise.
We're gonna ask afterwards. Let them stay in it. Let's not get them out of it.
Yeah. Oh shit, she's jerking off. She's coming. If she's not, I am. What the? Yo, so you're listening right now. I think they both came on my couch.
And on my leg. It's cool. I just get fucked on. That's all right.
That's good TV.
Listen.
That is good TV. Come on, get into it.
I saw this clip going viral again on the internet, and one comment in particular kind of was interesting to me. It was a young lady by the name of Alexis Jade, and her comment was, performing tantric sex in front of an audience on a podcast is insane. What did you think of the scene? First of all, we have Alexis Jade here. What did you think of the scene that you saw when you saw it?
So let's dial back. I'm gonna talk about credentials. I'm a Reiki master. So I do like energy healing and I work with the chakras. I'm a spiritual advisor as a whole. So I have several certifications in different wheelhouses and areas in which I work with people in healing their energy. Sexual energy is definitely an energy that we all work with, right? Now, with that in mind, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, I know what you guys are doing. Did I think it was funny? Absolutely. Only because it came off a little performative. With the concept in mind of knowing what tantric sex really is, going to tantric yoga classes myself, under a yogi's instruction, and seeing it, being done and being held in like high reverence, and understanding that the goal is not always orgasm. It's really about intimacy and connecting with your partner. So what I saw was like a performance, and it was very entertaining is what I saw. Now, one thing I will say is tantric sex is definitely a very real thing. It's something that you can achieve. It's something you can do with your partner. It's something you can do with yourself. It's something you can do to manifest things. It's something you can do to just find more appreciation for your body.
Wait, you can tantric masturbate?
Yes, you can.
Would I be making those noises?
Sure. And that's another thing. The noises, that's why I said it was like a little performative. And maybe they really felt like that. I don't know. I wasn't in the room. Okay. I wasn't there to experience. And I would love to hear your feedback on how you felt. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't there. But based on what I can see, and what I know, let's talk about the word. Tantra means woven together. It's really, again, it's about intimacy. It's an ancient Hindu act of connecting to people, or sometimes yourself and your higher self, with each other, to form a sacred bond of intimacy. You're aligning chakras. There was definitely a technique there why she straddled him in that way.
Yeah.
And her pelvis was placed over his very specifically, and he's tapping her back very gently but rapidly. That was all intentional. So a lot of the technique was accurate, but they gave it a little spice, I guess, for the cameras maybe. And it worked because it went viral, and it was a moment. It was funny, and it was enjoyable. It was fun to watch. Absolutely.
That's dope. Well, I'm glad that it wasn't the question that I kept asking while they was doing it was, okay, so why are they both making the same noise?
Yeah.
What is that?
So the noises that they were making could be like an expression of like meditation, if you will. Like sometimes when you do yoga, you might make the noise, right? There's certain vibrations in your voice that you can make that will call or channel certain energies. Now, there's also methods of doing it where you make no audible noise and it's telepathic, meaning it's thoughts connected with thoughts. Now, if you do it right, we should be kind of thinking, if not the exact same things, but very similar things. And you have conversations when you guys have both, if you reach climax, great. If not, again, that sometimes it's not the ultimate goal. You can have these conversations and say, what was something that you were thinking about when we were in that moment? And they might share, and you might say, I was literally thinking something very similar. And that's how you know that you guys were truly in alignment. And I've literally talked to friends who have had these experiences with their partners where they realize like we were really tapped in, because it's almost like we're reading each other's thoughts, we're reading each other's bodies, we're exploring each other's bodies without the act of penetration most of the time. It can also serve as a great warm-up before we get into those parts. So
you do tantric sex before the actual sex? You
can. It doesn't have. So most of the times, most people are not even engaging in
thinking about, right. You're not thinking about that. This is a spiritual journey, I think, spiritual connection. So like, why does it need to be? It kind of makes it kind of, I won't say weird, but kind of like if you have to do that afterwards, then was you even really aligned with me with the spiritual thing? Because that's what it sounds like to me. No.
Penetration is a very spiritual thing as well.
I like the way you lit up. I like the way you lit up when you said penetration.
Hold on.
Now we in my back. Let me tell you about penetration. Let
me tell you something about that now. But damn, you are funny. You got me there. No, penetration is definitely just as spiritual, which is why I'm very wise in who I engage that amazing connection with. No, it's just a spiritual. This is just a different method. Say like you're a Buddhist monk and you're practicing semen retention to strengthen your auric field, to strengthen your connection with the universe, with your higher self, or for whatever reason. Say you're an artist, right? You're a singer, a rapper, or whatever. You have writer's block, and you understand that creative energy in which you use for sex is the exact same creative energy that you would use to write a song or to perform. Sometimes when people go into like grind mode, or they're prepping or ramping up for certain things, they have to restore or reserve, I should say, that creative energy. So they may abstain from sex. Sex is penetration. So doesn't mean we can't get tantric with it. I'm just saying, like, there's other ways to connect with your partner. And sometimes it can really enhance your relationship, because now we know that we have connection outside of you inserting this in here, and it feels good. Because after we're done, what do we have? We don't talk about shit. We ain't doing nothing. We don't really know each other like that. It's just very mundane. It's the everyday routine. Let's get into a deeper bond, right? That's the point of Tantra. It's also about appreciating someone's body outside of what they can do for you, what they can do for you sexually as far as reaching that orgasm. It's appreciating, the curves on her body. It's appreciating that man's phallus, his pectorals, like all the things, it's appreciating the rhythm of their heartbeat as you're running your fingers down their chest, and you notice that rhythm changes a little bit.
I'm sorry.
It's appreciating their
do you do spoken word?
What's funny? I actually wrote a book of poetry and thought therapy. I'm a self-published author.
Hear it. Like, you talk about tantric sex like it's like a song.
All right, so I'm a writer by nature. I've been writing music and poems since I was a child. Yeah, okay. That's funny that you said that.
You're really good. I can hear it, and you should continue. You're gifted in it. The way you were talking, I was sitting here like, I was like,
when I get passionate, things become a song for me or a poem. Yeah,
that was really good. You mentioned climax.
Yeah.
We're not talking about ejaculation.
Well, it can be. You can absolutely achieve
You're not talking about ejaculate. Come on. Nobody's squirting off of tantric sex. Am I right? Am I wrong? Nobody's squirt. You're not. Come on. You're hitting my G spot with your energy. That's what you're saying. I'm hitting the G. You're hitting. Why did you touch your nose?
Because it's like, what's not clicking?
I'm really like, I'm trying to understand it. Is this real?
Yes,
You said climax, like what? What does that look like?
What does it look like? So here's the thing. Think about it.
Jay-Z not writing no rhymes. Like I don't even have to touch you and I can make you come. Like I could just like do this exercise and
let's dial back. Tantric sex doesn't mean you're not touching each other. You are touching each other.
True.
So here's the thing. Tantric sex can be almost like, the best way to describe it is like combining like massage, yoga, and meditation, and then maybe blindfolding your partner
Take away
and playing some music in the background, and you guys are butt ass naked. And you know what the fuck finna happen next. Now that sounds exciting as fuck to me. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like, what
butt ass. Listen, I love butt ass. What songs are we playing?
So there's actual like tantric type of music. I'm not sure if you're familiar with like binaural beats, but there's certain frequencies that are meant to arouse and also meant to connect, stimulate telepathic communication. Telepathy is like a conversation between two minds without verbal or audible communication. So have you ever thought about somebody and then they called you or they texted you almost immediately after?
Immediately after. This happened the other day.
That's telepathy.
A person from my, I want to say childhood. I have not spoken to this guy in 6 years. 7, maybe, something like that. He texted me one day last week and I missed his text. Like I saw it, but I was busy. And we spent a large amount of time together. Like we was around each other a lot for a while. So about a week later, maybe yesterday, I want to say yesterday, I returned his text and he's like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, bro, I was looking for the rhymes right now that me and you wrote when we was in the hotel, and I go look for it and the book is by my phone and you fucking text me. What the fuck?
Literally.
But we're not aligned. We haven't had any tantric or any type of other sex.
No. Telepathy is not. Hold on now.
just
hold on.
Dial back.
Telepathy is not exclusive to tantric sex. You can have telepathy with your mother, like, or your pet. Like, telepathy is just being able to connect with people mentally or psychically speaking. That's all it means. Let's clarify that one.
Wait, do different zodiac signs have more ability to be telepathic than others?
Because
I'm a Pisces.
You're a Pisces?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's funny. I was literally gonna say they say Pisces are the psychics of the zodiac sign, but the only reason I'm saying
it's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Whatever.
Stop playing around. Stop playing. I can read your mind. I see what your body's thinking. Go ahead.
Listen, they do say Pisces are whatever. I guess y'all psychic or whatever. But my thing is, you know,
that was a little shade.
It was.
And I feel like you're blown away. Come on, it's all right. I'm not going to read your mind.
Because y'all Pisces men, y'all have done me wrong in the past, and I'm still holding a grudge. So you're gonna have to. I'm throwing it at you right now. But
Listen.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I understand that we are powerful, right?
Powerful.
And we do tend to abuse our power. We do tend to abuse our power. I believe so, and that's a real. I might be. I think a lot of people do that, but I do believe that when you are flighty, creative, funny, like when you immersed in all of this, you can trick people because you trick yourself. So you might not even be doing it on purpose. It's like you're literally you're lying to yourself. So I don't even know if that means you're telling the truth to the other person because you actually believe your lies. But then as soon as you figure it out, you wind up changing your mind. And now that person who you've really like, you've stared into their eyes and you felt this type of energetic connection with it when you believed it is now left holding the bag. And you're like, I changed my mind.
Yeah. Is it that, or is it that you guys are so emotionally guarded that you guys have to get your partner before they can get you because that's your self-defense mechanism? It's like an emotional.
Make it personal.
No,
because I don't think I'm emotionally guarded. I'm actually way too emotional. Okay, emotionally guarded.
But like openly, you can be very emotional, but is it like open? Or is that exclusive to your own personal expression of yourself, if that makes sense?
I do understand what you're saying. That would take a little bit more study, right? Because we would have to go through, first of all, different periods of my life and how I behaved at certain periods, awakenings that I've had, losses, gains when it comes to friends, relationships, like because in that comes wisdom. And especially if you examine your part or your motivations, because what you did, that came from somewhere. Why did you do that?
Yes.
Why did I respond that way? You know what I'm saying? And if you actually are interested in doing the work, some people, especially Aquarius people, I don't know if you're Aquarius. I hope not. Okay.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
I am an Aquarius moon, but not the sun sign, honey. We ain't never doing that. No shade, because I got Aquarius friends. Hold on.
Listen, they're around. They're good people. They can be good people. Seriously, matter of fact, they're mostly good people. It's when there's conflict. Yes. It's with that type of thing. But listen, it's not we know. But yeah, I would like to say at my age, I'm 50 years old.
You're 50?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do that. Thank you for that.
No, I was being for real. No. You guys, he didn't pay me to do that. I promise you, he did not.
I was waiting for you to do that, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Every time. The minute somebody stops doing that, I'm telling you, I'm gonna fucking die. The minute I tell somebody 50, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you look 50," I'm gonna be like, "But yeah."
Oh wow, good for you.
So if I look at different moments in my life. If I look at different moments in my life before, now younger parts, I can say emotionally, I can say I was guarded for sure.
That's fair. Yeah. And your answer was very honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm a Sagittarius.
You're a Sag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you get your way. Do you lie?
No, I'm honest to a fault.
Do you manipulate? You're a manipulator of energy. This is what you do professionally. You manipulate energy professionally.
Who said
that? Means you've taken your gut. Well, you said you're into Rocky.
Wait, hold on. You cannot say that. That is awful. Don't use that as a soundbite ever.
You monetize your God-given talents. This is what you've done.
I like the word alchemize, not manipulate.
Okay.
Don't say that. No,
okay.
No. I don't manipulate.
Listen, I didn't mean to throw no. Listen, but you
gotta watch your ass. You're manipulative.
No. Can tantric sex be dangerous?
Yes. Get into it. Yeah, it can. And here's why. If you are spiritually unaware, meaning you're like a little spiritually tone deaf. You don't know when someone is pulling or tugging on your energy. Someone can definitely take from you energetically without replenishing. Tantric sex should be reciprocal. There are people who, after you have sex with them, it feels you might feel empty or drained, and that's not by mistake. That person might energetically be taking from you, and you might notice after you've been having sexual relations with this person, your money's a little fucked up, you know,
Yo,
opportunities start dropping the cracks.
yo.
Oh yeah. Even your beauty, for the ladies, your beauty might slip, you know. Here's the thing: if you have sex with a man, ladies, turn this shit up, turn this shit the fuck up. If you have sex with a man and you get like acne, like shortly after, cut it off. Like that's like a very direct sign that hormonally speaking, your body is saying we don't fuck with him. Like obviously if your pH is thrown off, your body's literally rejecting this man. But like acne, like your beauty is being siphoned. This man is taking your energy. He's taking your sexual energy. He didn't give you shit. Okay. So the same way like a man might have sex with a woman and he didn't really care about her you know, her orgasm. He was in it for his own thrill. It's kind of the same thing energetically speaking. These things you know, the way it translates in the 3D material world, it will translate in the 5D or the spiritual world. It's the same thing. So if somebody has the tendency to always take your energy, they take up your time every time you talk to them, they feel fucking drained. Why the hell would you lay down with them? I'm cool. And I'm definitely not going to do tantric sex with them either, because that's even more intimate, because now you're aligning all your chakras, not just the sacral one. You're tapping into the crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, sacral, solar plexus, and the root chakra. You goddamn right your money fucked up. Now we both fucked up. What we doing?
You just named a bunch of chakras, but I do want to stop for a second because I want to go back into all these things. I've heard them before and I've never known what they are. But I want to say that the point that you're making right now, I've been on both sides of it.
That's
and
honest. And that's
one
fair.
of them, I don't, it actually hurt my feelings. I was dating a girl on and off for a long time, and I remember the last time that we were dating, she had gotten this guy. So we were really like head over heels for each other. Sometimes we just would separate and months, year, whatever would go by. When we get back, we're back head over heels with each other. This was a thing, right? The last time we got back together, she was dating a guy and he was in London and she was here in New York. But I was spending time with her while she was actively dating him, you know, talking to him. But that was her guy. Like she really was serious about wanting to connect with this guy. But then again, she was also respecting our bond here. Maybe she was in the middle of that. Maybe I was a bit much. I know my energy can be a lot. But one day she said to me, I don't want to do this anymore. And I was confused because we never talked like that. We were just like, right. But it was very matter of fact. And she was like, you're stealing my energy.
Ooh.
I to this day have yet to finish hearing the end of that sentence. It keeps echoing in my head like, what?
Yeah.
I'm stealing your energy? That is some serious shit to say to somebody.
It is.
Because we wasn't arguing. We weren't arguing. It was like
accusation. I don't know.
What? I was, and I've never contacted her again. I've never thought to no Instagram, nothing. Like I was just like, so I was hurt by that admission. I don't know what she meant because it wasn't. That was kind of the end of the conversation.
Now,
yeah.
Okay. Did you have intentions of being with this woman and committing to her? Was that a thing, or was it like we have sex when we have sex? I'll call you, I speak to you, we spend time, but I'm not going to be your boyfriend. Was it one of those situations? Yeah. Tell the truth.
It's hard for me to gauge that because at that time, I don't think I was really thinking about relationships, but she was the one for me. It's just, like, it was just, I don't know if I was ever going to be like, let's be serious, but like we dated, Like I spent time. I had the key to her house. She had the key to mine. Like I really was going towards that, but I don't know if I was actively like I'm looking for a relationship right now. But I wasn't not looking for one. You have the key to my house. I can't just be in here messing with girls. You could just pop up.
I hear you. I hear everything you're saying. I hear it so loudly. But so a woman's brain decodes that as you want me to be in a relationship with you without actually being in a relationship with you. You want the perks and the experience without having to actually commit to me because you want to keep that door cracked for other options. You want to keep your options open, or if not for other options, you like your freedom, which is okay. But we're straddling the fence now. That's kind of like stealing, right? Because you're taking what you like from the experience, but you're not giving her what she expects and what she deserves from the experience, which would be that commitment, that title, right? So that's probably what she meant by it. It was emotionally exhausting.
Well, I agree with you 1,000%.
Okay.
I am not disagreeing with you. We were fresh off of a break.
Okay.
So we weren't in that space anymore.
Okay.
With the keys and all of that stuff. And
yeah.
I think it was, I don't know. But I just don't think that I do not want to disagree with the point you just made, because I think it is very true. Mm-hmm. When you move with a woman like that and she's basically giving her all and you're giving her damn near everything, but there's an exception, like, but you're not my girl. Whenever, but you're not my girl. I never told you that. I don't know where you got that from. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand that. Right. Mm-hmm. But in this particular part of that story, no, because we had just got back together. We was only dating again for maybe a month, mm-hmm. maybe a month and a half. And she just was like, something about our connection just didn't do it for her no more. And there was never any clarity, because I think my feelings was just hurt. And I was like, see how every time I said, just stop. Like, I can't even believe it.
Intuitively speaking, I feel like also, in your mind and heart, there was a reset button. In hers, there never was. So, so you're saying like, we kind of like started over. We were on a break. It sounds like Brother Man over here in the UK was like ready from jump. So she's looking at it like, I have to restart with somebody I've already invested so much time and effort and energy with. So I feel like I'm being robbed a little bit here. And maybe this gentleman over here, he's new, it's fresh, but he's ready now. Like there's no conditions or,
That's exactly what it was.
I think it was like, and men and women, we think differently. Like, because it's funny that you're saying this. I've experienced this. That's why I understand both sides. Men have the reset button. Women do not. That love was still just as strong. I can guarantee you that. But she was in a predicament where it was like love and love for herself. She has to pick, right? And it sounds like she didn't feel like she was honoring herself by being in that situation. And it felt like she was being stolen from, right? Like you're benefiting from this situation more than I am. That's taking from me, energetically speaking. And this other situation feels even keeled and feels reciprocal. So that's intuitively what I pick up from. And it's nothing that you could have done in that situation to change it and rectify it, because it was really a personal choice that she needed to make to honor herself. It was really about her. It wasn't about you. That's how she felt. And she made her decision, and you felt how you felt, and things happened the way that they were supposed to. And when you have a contract, a soul contract with someone, and it's expired, we go our separate ways. You triggered what you were supposed to trigger in her life, and that was self-worth. You taught her the lesson that she was supposed to learn.
Not you making it a bonus. You making it sound good for me. Thank you. This is
it's really not the super ego. It's real.
Pour into me. I felt empty for a second. I need the fill up. Let's go.
You
Thank
are
you.
absolutely insane. But no, really,
Thank
really,
you.
really. Because people like, not to say like love shouldn't be romanticized, it should. Like, it's love, come on. But there's an other side to it. Like, we also are here to teach each other things. Like, every person is not going to be your person for life. So when you look at it like that, you that is your closure.
Mm.
The closure is in understanding we served our purpose.
Yeah.
If I was placed in her life to teach her lessons about self-worth, and I brought her to that point and she made the decision and she felt like she honored herself and that lesson was learned, I served my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to flip the coin around and say, what did she teach you? Right? So that's what it's about. You guys were probably not aligned to be with each other for life. You know what I mean? And that's okay. We take the good from that situation. She was an Aquarius. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she made a very logical explanation or decision.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
on the other side, and I'm only stopping that there because I want to make sure you're such a great talk. I love talking to you. I swear I love talking to you.
Likewise.
You just proved to me why you earn the title spiritual therapist. Like, you are
advisor.
Really
I can't call myself a therapist legally.
Well, spiritual advisor. You're really good at reading and speaking into people. You're really good. You're talented, almost as talented as I am at podcast hosting and telepathy. But I also was on the other side of that. Not to make this all about me because this episode is about you, but when I was with my daughter's mother, we had broken up, and man, she just didn't like me. She used to always curse me out, always go through this, but we just had a kid together, right? Yeah. I can't remember the timeline of things, but man, one day I get arrested. The next day I get robbed. The next day I get hit by a car. I hit her one day like, yo, man, are you like, do you hate me? Are you thinking bad things about me? And she's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm like, bro, I got hit by a fucking car today. Please, whatever you're doing, stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. I don't have no animosity. Yo, can we be friends? I don't want no beef. Please. Now, I know this sounds like a lot. Years later, 10 years later, 12, 13 years later, and we're at peace now. So I don't want I'm not going to clip this. I don't want nobody to think like, oh my God. I just spoke to her yesterday or 2 days ago, and we helped my daughter make her Friendsgiving dinner as a team. So I just want to let y'all know this is just past, right? My daughter calls me over the house or something, and she has this bag of pictures from my past. Mm-hmm. I was cut out of all of the pictures with a scissor. Mm-hmm. So she was on some shit. She was affecting me. That's my story. You don't agree? Go ahead, please. I'm listening.
No, I 100% agree. She hated your fucking guts. Now, are you trying to ask me if she put roots on you? What's the question? Let's
No, if she did, then she took them off because life is amazing. But right. Yeah, I just believe that telepathy or people can, when you're aligned with somebody, you can affect them. You can steal their energy. You can change their energy. You can think bad things. You were saying about being in somebody's life, and you just realize that things are going wrong for you, like ever since they've been around, or the energy changed.
That, and also I will say this too. Karma too. That's a thing. I believe in karma. Now,
that's crazy. That yeah. We just met. Like, why are you doing this? Is it?
No. I'm not saying you deserve those things, but I am But hear me on this. Karma, because people like to I think people's perception of karma can be off a little bit. They think that karma means like you get what you deserve. Karma is a little more extensive than that. So karma is also like chain, or like imagine it as like a cord or a chain, like a link. So sometimes it's not about good versus bad, or you know, yeah, there's no like good or bad. It's more like just or unjust. Sometimes it's about balance or unbalanced. And sometimes it's about that cord again, like being connected to someone, like how we talked about when you're you notice you're engaging with somebody and things just start to fall apart. It's because you guys are not aligned together. Now, karmically speaking, if you're connected to your child's mother and at the time you guys are really bumping heads, and she has strong, and I mean strong, negative intent for you at the time, if you're karmically connected to her, it will manifest. She doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't have to go to the woo lady up the street. She ain't got to call me. She ain't got to call none of my homegirls. We ain't doing that shit. She doesn't have to go and wave her Harry Potter wand or mix up any herbs in her kitchen. It doesn't work like that. You don't have to do that. You can literally think it or feel it or just really despise someone very badly. And if they're karmically attached to you, shit can derail that quick. Now, on the other side, if you misuse, abuse, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about people who have, this is me personally speaking about my own previous connections, misuse, abuse, disrespect, and target and prey on very kind-hearted people who have come in with the intention of not only to love you, but also to help you. And you almost like went out of your way to do something negative towards that person. I would hope you would understand that nothing good is going to come out of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's that aspect too. Like sometimes it's, yes, that person's wishing it on you. And sometimes it's the doing of your own actions. Every situation is a little different. But when I say karma, it's really about just the connection. So sometimes we have to break that karmic tie. And great question. We just talked about this in my Discord channel. There's different ways of doing it. I always say, do the work. What does that mean? Change your vibration. Become unaligned. You are what you attract. If I am on some bullshit, I'm going to attract some bullshit, meaning the person that I'm aligning myself with is going to be attracted to me. We're going to keep messing around. We're going to stay connected. We're going to keep having sex. We're going to still be intertwined with each other. I know it's a little different when you have a kid. I have a kid myself. Me and my child's father, we went through our battles as well. When you shift that, naturally things will change. You ever start doing really good in life and then you stop maybe getting invited around certain people? You maybe release certain bad habits and now you're not fun, so you don't get invited out. You get a promotion and now your coworkers don't invite you out for lunch. It's because you changed your vibration. Your vibration is vibrating a little higher. So naturally you are not in alignment with people who are vibrating lower. The same thing goes for your dating life. If you decide you don't want to have sex with this person anymore, that's the first step. Disconnect with them physically. The spirit will follow. And then if it's not a physical thing anymore, you guys are no longer even having sex, remove your energy from it. Stop fueling it with energy, meaning if this person is constantly nagging and tugging at you and trying to get a reaction, disconnect, starve them. Don't give them a reaction. They'll stop. It's just like a bad child. They'll tire themselves out. Starve these people of your energy. That's how you remove it. Now, some cases are...
Am I losing you? I think I lost you a little bit.
I'm still here.
Your Wi-Fi
Yeah,
was...
we tapped out.
We did?
Yeah, we tapped out. It like gave us a little spinner wheel.
Oh, okay.
It came
Give me 1 second. Yo, you wouldn't, man, you was preaching, Chef.
back.
I was sitting here like, nah. I was like, so what is the, you make me want to ask you so much more questions. I know I only have 20 more minutes or less, but I want to pick your brain. How do you know all this stuff? Where'd you learn all of this? How'd you learn all of this?
Oh man.
Yeah, give me, because how are you so much better than the rest of us?
I'm not. I'm totally
You
not.
know stuff that is this one of those things like I could like I'm good at telling other people, but I'm not good at doing it myself? Or do you actually walk on this cloud of understanding?
I do it. I do the things. No,
How do you learn?
so that's one thing. And I think that my clients will appreciate that about me. I'm very honest and I'm real. So when I'm fucking up, I'm fucking up. And I'll be like, girl, I'm on some bullshit. You know what I mean? But I practice what I preach. And the thing I love this about so every spiritual advisor has their own spiritual advisor, just like a therapist has a therapist. My spiritual advisor, every time we talk, she leaves me with the same thing, and she says, honor yourself. And what that means is if you know you still on some bullshit, stay on your bullshit until you're ready to not be on bullshit. But don't walk around and kind of pretend like you're here when you're not really there, if that makes sense. Pretending and putting on and putting on a persona and making it seem like you're something that you're not. Honoring yourself means doing what you want and really doing what feels right to you in the moment, if that makes sense. So that's what I believe in. Now, when I say I want to honor myself, that means that certain situations I have to be real and say, okay, I'm an active and willing participant, and this doesn't feel good. So I have to stop participating. Even if it hurts, even if that means I have to, no longer be friends with this person, even if that means I have to walk away from this job, even if that means I have to disappoint this person and tell them I can't come to this event because I'm tired. It can be something as simple as that. That's what I believe in. Honor yourself, whatever that looks like. It's not about being better than this person or better than that person. We're all only human.
Is that like the honor chakra?
No, there's no honor chakra, but we can make one.
You named like a million of them.
Have anything you want in this life. Let's make it up. Honor chakra. I love it.
All right, what is chakra? What is that? And then can you give me a list of the different ones and maybe take a beat in between so that I can I don't want you to list them and then I want to be able to focus on them maybe for a second, right? Yeah. So what is chakra in itself? I've heard this word so many times. What exactly is chakra?
Yeah, so I'm gonna speak in layman terms because my goal in this exchange is not to show off what I know, it's to make sure that everybody walks away with understanding. So in anatomy and physiology, we know that we have organs and organ systems, right? So you have like your heart, lung, cardiovascular system. So each organ has a location and a function of what it's supposed to do. And then they work together to achieve a goal as a system, right? Your spiritual body does the same thing. So you have your crown chakra that would be almost like a brain, right? So when we're deep in our thoughts, we're experiencing anxiety. We might be dealing with a little depression. Even a little mild ADHD, you can't focus. You just kind of like sporadic and all over the place. That's your crown chakra. When you really go through those phases of even like paranoia or just thinking about something a little too hard, that is your crown chakra. Then you can look into.
Wait, so your crown chakra, where does that word crown come from? Because it kind of gives me the idea of like straighten your crown.
Yeah, because it's seated right on top of the head.
Right. So that's the mental. That's what you're going through in here.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we saying chakra and just instead of just saying your mental? And I'm not being fishy. I'm not trying to like dig into it. I'm trying to
No. It's just
what
the terminology. It's just the terminology. Yeah, it's just the definition. Keep in mind this is now Western medicine. It's Eastern. So Reiki is a Eastern type of method of healing the body, right? Same like if I went and I had like acupuncture or feng shui done or something like that on my body.
This all reminds me of the Lion King, by the way.
Why?
Why'd you laugh?
Because why the Lion King?
Rafiki. It reminds me of Rafiki. He spoke in these type of words when he was talking to Simba, and in the new Lion King, when he's speaking to Mufasa. He kind of believed in more like a higher power or a more spiritual way of understanding life. And
Am I
so,
the female Rafiki?
huh?
Am I the female Rafiki?
I feel like you're Rafiki.
I'm Loki. I'm Rafiki.
You're literally Rafiki of the Riki. Okay. Don't. I'm sorry. I do too much. My bad. Okay. Crown chakra.
Don't play all day.
I'm sorry. Okay. So crown, and then neck. What's the next one?
So then it would be your third eye.
Third eye.
Third eye. So, your third eye is like your mind's eye. So if you close your eyes right now and I told you to imagine something, you can see things without seeing them. That's an actual a modality that your body has a capability, right? It's an energy though, because with that third eye, you can fine tune it and use it to also tap into things that maybe have not occurred yet. You can also use it to maybe become hypersensitive to your surroundings, to other people's emotions, to other people's intentions, right? So when you think of like people that are hyper empathetic, right? People that are very sensitive to other people around them, their emotions, their intentions, their thoughts, the world around them as a whole, their third eye chakra more than likely is very active because their intuition and their psychic abilities are very strong. You being the Pisces psychic, your third eye, I'm sure, is very active.
Doesn't mean I'm always paying attention to it though.
This is true. You can have an active chakra, you can have an overactive chakra, and then your chakra can be closed off. It can be blocked.
I think I'm thinking too much is what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like I'm looking too deep into things. But the thing is, and I've always said that I'm very connected to energy. I pay attention to people's energy way more than I think the average person does. Mm-hmm. So I know there's something. I know it. Like this, you can't hide it. And I often can read into it. I might not know what, but it's like you can see the aura change on people, or you can you're paying attention to behavior. It's almost like, so that I think that's what you're talking about with third eye. It's like I'm reading into things, but the reason I said I might not be paying attention because I will sometimes dampen it because I be feeling like I'm doing too much, or people will make it seem as if I'm doing too much.
So this is what happens when, to be honest, like that starts in childhood when we're taught to silence or tone down that super strong intuition. That starts really early, and that comes from people like gaslighting you into like not believing in your imagination and not believing in make believe and like all the fun childish things. When you're already taught to not believe in things that are not seen, naturally speaking, the adult's ego will say, oh, stop there. That's too far gone. because it's like uncharted territory, right? It's things that you cannot see, but you feel it very strongly. And it's questionable because it's like, is this reality or is it not reality? And the adult ego says we need to feel as sane as possible because that's what feels safe. So we tell ourselves, stay where it's safe and focus on what you can see and what you know is real based on what you're used to and what you can see with your two eyes. Now, once you step beyond that, you begin to experience things a little differently for sure. And you'll start to see those synchronicities and understand, like, I'm not imagining this stuff.
And very often I'm not.
Yeah.
Very often, maybe the person is not ready to talk about it, or the relationship will crumble and the truth will come out later. Like, I go by my gut. And my third eye might be in my gut. That's crazy.
That's a different topic. That might be human design. If you're following your gut, you might be a generator. That's a different topic. And I don't study human design very well, but I know people who do. But yeah, I'm a generator. That's why I know that.
I know
like, what does that mean?
I think I have 4 or 5 minutes with you left.
Sure.
But we're coming back. In my mind, you knew this too. You used your third eye. You said you're going to need more time with me. And I was like, no, we can get it in. No, I definitely need more time. But I do want to go. You said crown chakra, third eye chakra. What's next?
Throat.
Hey.
The throat chakra.
All right. I'm here. Hey, let me turn the brightness up on this computer. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Where we at? I'm gonna turn the display up.
Listen,
what are you talking about?
So the throat, I cannot. The throat chakra, okay. It's our ability to speak up for ourselves and express ourselves honestly. And again, when we talk about honoring ourselves, when you speak and you honor yourself, meaning I said what the fuck I said, you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. But the throat chakra, I find that a lot of adults actually struggle with that one. A lot of people are not as comfortable speaking their mind or speaking what's in their heart as they like to think that they are. Based on my clientele and just based on interacting with people are not as honest and forthcoming or even honest with themselves, really, because it starts there, as they may think that they are. So that would be the third chakra.
When you said this, I don't come with notes. Like when I do this, I'm paying attention to what you're saying, and the thoughts, the questions come from that. When you said this, I said to myself, what happens if you either betray your chakra or are weak with it? Like, is there a backlash? Does something happen to you if you're not paying attention to these warnings, intuitions, powers? I don't know. What do you call chakras? What are they?
I call them like literally spiritual houses of energy. It's an energy house of something very specific. So
but so what happens if you're not?
It can be detrimental to relationships.
Okay, good. I'm listening.
It can be detrimental to relationships. It can be your life is gonna fall apart, goddammit. It can be detrimental to relationships, your job, your own self-esteem. And then most importantly, you're gonna start to notice like patterns. Now, that only makes sense to someone who's already self-aware though. Like, it won't matter if you're not self-aware. You're not going to recognize that you have a pattern. You're just going to think, oh my, like there's like the person who recognizes they have a pattern and they're ready to do something about it and they contact me. And there's someone who has the woe is me mindset and they say my life is shit and nothing good ever happens for me. There's two types of people, you know what I mean? But those are the results. When you're not in tune with yourself, and you're not paying attention to those patterns, you will derail your life. Because if you're not setting boundaries and using that throat chakra, people are going to walk all over you. You might be in a shitty job. You might be getting mistreated in your relationship. Your friends might be treating you like shit. Like it's not going to be a good experience. If your heart chakra is blocked, you definitely won't experience love. And you might be a shitty ass partner and you won't be able to reciprocate love either. You know what I mean? You might have a very detached way of showing up in all of your relationships. It'll also affect the way that you manifest because you're not in alignment with your feminine energy. Like there's all these things. It affects everything, really.
I'm going to stop the episode here. And the reason why is because I have so many more questions, right? For one, I want to get back. I want to go through the rest of the chakras. I also want to know how you can strengthen your chakras, how you can, tap into them. I want to know when you reached out to me, you were like, I can teach you. I'm a hear from the Hoodoo Baddie. That's what the name of the title is. You called yourself Baddie, and I wanted to know what that was about. I have a million questions, and I want to ask about you. I want to know what your relationship with sex is. Do you incorporate this in your life? How you incorporate it in your life? How I might be able to incorporate it in my life if I'm not so big on cancer or I want to get in. You know what I mean?
Let's get into it.
So this is going to be the end of part 1 of our episode with Alexis Jade. Tell us where these people can find you, because I'm sure right now they're like, I need to see, because she says she's the Hoodoo Baddie. And for those of y'all who are listening, she kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie, she kind of fire. Her voice is nice. She kind of fire. Okay.
Thank you.
So you want to go over there, follow her, maybe see if you can get some bookings, because I think she's probably pretty booked up. She's booked for the week. I couldn't get another moment with her until damn Friday.
Listen, well, my birthday weekend is coming up. Otherwise, I don't know. Listen. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But I have openings for next week, y'all.
All right.
But
she's like, don't be telling them I'm too booked. Hit me up. Where should they hit you at?
I'm like, we'll make an opening, okay? We will make the time. Oh my God. Yes, you guys can book me at calendly.com/official Alexis Jade. You can follow me on Twitter or X. My @ is Jupiter girl without an I _. And my Instagram is official Alexis Jade as well. My TikTok is Alexis Jade it's Diary of Alexis Jade 222. So those are all my handles. And it's been such a pleasure speaking to you today.
Oh, we're not done.
Space. Oh, we're not done.
We're done for now, but as soon as I press end recording, we're gonna figure out a way to do a part 2 this week. I'm not trying to hear no, we need to figure this out, because
I'm so open. I'm so here for it.
We do a lot of talk on this, and it's now 2:46. I know you gotta go. This show is supposed to be teaching. That's what this show is about. We do a lot of like it's just noise. And every time I have one of these conversations, it reminds me of my purpose and why I do this shit. You just did that. And I just want you to know I'm very, very impressed with you. So thank you so much for being here.
Right.
And to the Hardorsoft audience, I hope you appreciate her too. We will be back for part 2. I think I'm gonna release this on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to get her next episode out on Friday. So I'm gonna see what I can do. All right. Peace. Who the hell do you think you are?